This world is changing fast, everyone. Welcome today. We're going to be looking at topics such as technology, the air traffic control industry, nuclear energy, electricity, and what's coming for the new world. Thank you for joining me here today, everyone. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, drop in a comment if you're here. Thank you so much. Yeah, the world is moving fast. This card fell out as I was preparing the Eight of Wands, energy, intense energy. And on a side note, if you're feeling a lot of energy right now as I'm doing this reading, or in the few days before or after, it might be an entire humanitarian collective cleansing. I think that there's a lot of solar energy going on right now, a lot of clearing. I did a reading earlier today that the karma is clearing, soul ties are breaking, codependency, divine feminine energy is learning to no longer have to rely upon masculine energy to be an individual force in this world. And masculine energy is rising up to realize that they can have their own energy source without the feminine energy being toxic or tagging along. It's like individuality is rising among masculine and feminine. And where we're living in harmony is when we work together. But there's a lot of pressure right now for individuality, sovereignty, and standing on your own 2 feet. So tell me if that resonates with you. All right, we're going to be looking at technology. We're going to be looking at how does this world evolve according to our best future timeline? How can we grow as humanity into proper patented technology? And I am going to do, remind me at the end, I do want to pull for those of you who are looking for abundance or raising up your businesses. I want to see what the universe says about what we could tap into to get the most abundance. But let me get started here from the beginning. The world is in chaos, and I'm reading my notes. The world is in chaos, but in the darkness, it's easier to create and build new foundations. Rising business ideas, new corporations, pending patents, new technology, and I might add entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs who are small business minded. They are about ready to explode internationally. We're going to be looking at our first question today. What new technology is on the horizon? I want to bring everyone's attention to the fact that in the US, the airport industry has been facing so many delays. Sometimes people even say they're delayed, but then nobody's at the airport. So there are crashes happening around the world. There's delays, there's failed equipment. There's a lot going on in the air traffic control industry right now. And I even know in some areas in Europe and in London, there's a lot of train delays. There's a lot of backups. At least there was last month when I was on the Trainline app. After I got back from my trip in the UK, I followed some of the headlines of the UK, and there was a lot of trains, delays. Transportation is outdated in our world. We should be more evolved. We have iPhones and we can talk to each other across the seas, but we cannot travel without a delay. So I want to ask Spirit, what's going on? Is this a pressure from the universe to upgrade? I also want to let you know that Elon Musk came out with I know he's had it for a while, but he began announcing flying cars for humanity soon. So something is changing. So what new technology is on the horizon, though? What is the first technology that's new that we're going to see first? It's already planned. It's already in the big tech companies or in the big industries. What is the first biggest new technology that's going to impact the world? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I have the horse and slow travel, and then devil in the details. Okay, so the devil in the details in the slow travel is there's some sort of disruption to the travel, making it slow. Here's the energy of the past, inspiration, ideas, creativity. Here is cost, money, finances in the center of the card. And then we have in the future, brand new ideas and technology. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to see as an evolving world is in our, I believe, our travel industry. And this could even be cars. I'm seeing vehicles. I am not seeing flying cars, no. So no, I don't see that. I see that there is going to be some kind of maybe even exposure, or not exposure, but revelation, right? It's not going to be a disclosure. It's just going to be a revelation of our travel industry is being really restricted right now. Cars, and this could include trains. I am not getting air flight right now. I'm just getting like physical travel. So there's a new idea or pending patent with cars. Now, we'll see what the pending patent is. What is this pending patent with slow travel, trains or cars? High Priestess is definitely. So I saw something, okay, I saw several things. I saw silver, I saw combustion, and I saw, this could even be magnetic travel. We have Two of Wands, the blueprints, and then we have the Tower card. This would be the tests. They're testing it out for accidents. There is something about magnetic roads or railroads run on magnets. Magnetic roads or railroads, magnetic cars. They're testing it. They have the blueprints. They have to finish up the testing. I am being reminded that 2 years ago when I pulled on the traffic industry, I saw something where there was something along both sides of the roads and the cars were kept inside the roads. And someone who was listening to the reading said, yeah, that is magnetic road strips for cars. And they already have the technology. We just need to do it. And so this is the second time I'm seeing something with not combustion. Not collusion, cohesion, something that holds things together. And I do believe silver is involved. It has some sort of metallic energy to it, metal. So think the roller coasters and how the roller coasters can go upside down and it never leaves the track. That is kind of what I'm getting for cars, and it's going to preserve accidents and maybe even help with the train systems. Okay. So I know Elon Musk is saying flying cars, but that is not the first thing that's coming to humanity. Renegade Rower says, I want my own flying car. Oh, me too. Me too. Good morning. Good morning. We can be our own true authentic selves. Yes. Absolutely. It is definitely, we are being so supported from the universe that authenticity gets first support. All right. My next question is, what patents are pending that could shock the world? So I believe the patent for magnetics in our industry, in our travel industry, is already, it shows that it's already passed once it goes through the test systems. Now I want to go, what other patents are there that could shock the world, change the world, evolve the world? It does not have to be in travel, just anything that's almost ready to be approved. I'm actually getting that there's a lot of things almost ready to be approved. An energy source and the Knight of Swords. Society, okay. I have to go slow because I got to use my mind to see it, all right? Energy, travel again, because we have the Page of Wands, an idea concerning. Yeah, all I see is travel. It's another knight on horseback. This represents travel, flight. Thank you. This could mean flight. an inspiration for flight, partnership, okay, so this is for the world, for humanity, but I'm seeing small craft. Small craft. I am being reminded as a frame of reference of a photo I saw of a 15-passenger flying plane, a small craft, but it was just meant for this inner city travel, like from, across New York. 30 passengers, things like that, like craft that just travel throughout the city. Fast travel, meaning you get there quickly. This is in a partnership or in a group of people, but it's a small group of people. Energy again, 8 of Wands, fast travel, fast movement. Is this in the air or is this on the ground? Okay, 4 of Pentacles. It's not yet approved. It's still restricted. It's Queen of Wands. It is part on the ground, and then Page of Cups, possibly on the water as well. So this could be, let me confirm, over water. What is this? Is this on the ground? Is this in the air? Or is this in the water? Is this travel? I am getting a unique type of ground travel, but it's okay. We get the card of past, we get the card of 2 of Cups, and then the card of the 3 of Swords. All right, so the swords could represent air travel, and then it's something that we already have tested in the past but was not approved. And I'm getting that it was not approved. We used to have it. This could be a type of combustion car or vehicle on a different kind of energy source, a different car. This could be hydrogen. I am not getting flight, so I apologize. I do get fast travel, and I'm getting an energy source. So a vehicle or a bus or train lines that have a different energy source than electricity and gas. It's earthbound, but it's more of this could definitely be some sort of water liquid or liquid, right? But then I'm also getting, water, something we had, hydrogen, I don't know. And nuclear, something that's a different source, a different energy source. It looks like it once was approved and used, but it was rejected, and it is not yet approved right now. So yeah, some sort of travel, a different vehicle that might come out. And remember, my question was, it was going to shock the world. Hydrogen car running on water. It could possibly kill the oil industry, because I did have the card of betrayal, and then the card of 2 of Cups, the partnerships, the oil industry, the oligarchs and the mafias and the petroleum controlled industry. That is possibly why I saw it pulled back, is because it would destroy, which is 3 of Swords. It would betray a partnership from the past. So it would betray the past oil industry partnerships. And that's why it was not approved. But it's some sort of different kind of vehicle. That's a third party. I did get the 3 of Pentacles too. It's a third party to the electric industry and the oil industry. That will change our world. And I want to remind people that, we used to have a society 100 years ago that was almost all horses, allegedly. If we want to get into hidden history, that's a whole nother story. But we allegedly, 150 years ago, we were all horses. Horses were everywhere. The horse industry was huge. The carriage industry was huge. And what would have happened when they brought in the cars and they said, well, the cars are going to ruin our way of life. The horse industry is going to go bad. The carriage industry is going to go out of commission. Well, it did. We now only have horses for breeding and horse shows and horse racing or hobbies. We now don't have a carriage industry. And we survived. We will survive if we go from electricity to another source. Humanity will always be taken care of. We will survive if we go out of the oil industry. We will be just fine. And those greedy oligarchs and those greedy mafia bosses that have controlled the industry will just try to find some other way to make their millions. And hopefully the universe is there to smack them down and to say, no, we're going to spread the wealth in this new age of Aquarius. All right, I want to read your comments. Maglev, underground, fast trains already part of the DUMBs. That's a good point. Maybe that's what I see. Those fast magnetic trains that were already underground that we only see like in sci-fi movies or in cartoons. Ishmael has us going to hydrogen, getting away from oil. Yeah, I think because I don't have a frame of reference for hydrogen in my cards, I think I'm seeing something between liquid and energy. So that makes sense. An energetic. No. Anyway. All right, next question. An energetic liquid, whatever that means. Okay, let's go to the air traffic control industry because that doesn't seem to be coming up in any of these two card pulls. Is the air traffic industry collapsing, shifting, or expanding? What's going on? Or is it simply because it's Mercury retrograde? So it's been going through a lot of delays. People are testifying to me that it is going through delays. There are a lot of accidents happening in the air traffic industry. But Spirit, is the air traffic industry collapsing, shifting, or expanding into something new? What can you tell us? The contracts and death, King of Swords and the Death card. Justice, more legal matters. Moving away into something different. Independence. Okay. It looks like the air traffic industry was caught up into some sort of legal contracts that they or the owners or the people no longer find resourceful, no longer find profitable. It's some sort of contract that they are rewriting and changing hands. This could be where it's built. This could be who is in control of it. It could be, but it's definitely coming into a more independent industry. It's not going to be so. Let's see how the contracts are shifting. The policies are changing. The legal side is changing. It's going to be more of an independent based. Okay. We have the card of the lack of money or stealing money, the card of the system, and the card of the tower. So I believe that the system of the air traffic industries was set up to be very, very one-sided. Okay, the system took a whole lot more money, and now that system is no longer working for the air traffic control. They either don't have enough money or the money was being somehow embezzled, put into another industry. Justice. Okay, there's definitely some sort of we got the card of the capture, the card of the hindrance, and then the card of good guys. So good guys were not in control here. Good guys were actually hurt. Good industries, good businesses. There's something underlying the air traffic industry that was not above board. That's all I'm getting. The system took money. From what I'm getting, is it was used to actually put white hats at a disadvantage. And it's all being like redone. The entire air traffic foundational policies, their foundational contracts, so what they're being used for. There's definitely money siphoning or money embezzlement in this area. And definitely a type of, it could be trafficking in multiple areas as well. I'm seeing chemtrails. I'm seeing a lot of nefarious stuff, but the cards aren't nefarious. So that means it's already shifted to me. Like it's not being used for it right now. The Magician. Okay. So what's happening is the air traffic industry is just changing what it's being used for in an underlying level, not just the flight industry, but like the entire, like not just passenger industry, but the entire aircraft industry had some underlying nefarious control mechanisms where they could be used in a private matter to do things either this could be weather modification, this could be chemtrail modification, but there was something underlying, a system underlying the air traffic industry that needed to be stripped and redone. That's the best I've got on that one. Almost like there was a system underlying the system. And we just saw the passengers, right? We just went on our flights. But there's a whole nother system underlying the air traffic control system. And that is what is being revamped. So no, I do not get the air traffic system going away. I do not get that it is collapsing. It's just shifting and transforming. Okay, let's ask about electricity. Let's just ask about flying cars first while we're on travel. What can you tell us about flying cars and its potential to change the world? Are we going to see them soon? They are our horseless carriages of today. Flying cars, we have the Hermit car. They've been kept and used under white hat control, and future humanity might even have come in on them. I am seeing alien spacecraft with this Queen of Cups. And look that there's a little dragon here, tail in the back. I don't know why I am seeing those some of those things that we see flying around, and we say that it's an alien ship. Some of it is technology, futuristic technology. 5 of Cups. It is not available and has not been available to humanity in the past. It is still going under inspirational development. It is still in the inspirational phases, the ideas. We have the 3 of Swords. That is a no for humanity right now. That is it's not coming in soon. 3 of Swords. Tell us about flying cars. The legal aspect is blocked. They need to do a lot of work before they can release flying cars into the atmosphere or into the public arena, because the legal side of things. What happens if I have a flying car and one of you has a flying car and we get up into the highway and we crash? Like, are we going to have insurance? Are we going to, how is the police going to get to us if we crash? Who do we have roadways in the air? Do we have? And so the regulations right now are nowhere, and so they cannot release flying cars to the public right now. They need to work a little bit more and develop a little bit more. This isn't strategies, but it's on hold. It's on arrest. It is definitely blocked. Do people have these craft and are they using it? Absolutely. Futuristic type technology. It's still in the inspirational phases. But I think that it's too dangerous to give to the public. There's been too many injuries. They need very experienced pilots. And some of these flying cars might be connected to human consciousness. So people's human consciousness needs to be elevated and prepared to go into a flying car. There's something here about blocked, like like the legal side is holding things up, but then also we have the water, which is consciousness or rest, meaning people might not be alert enough to handle a flying car. Like just to say, okay, we're going to open up, here's a car for $50,000. You can buy it and keep it in your garage. It's almost like there's not enough regulations, number one, and not enough human common sense. Because I think the pilots need to be trained very well on these. So you would need driver's license, you need training, you need your flying license, you would need a whole lot. So they're gathering up the homework right now of what would it take to introduce this to humanity. The flight routes, world not round. Interesting. Question mark. Yeah. I mean, what kind of, do we integrate it into our traffic, our air traffic control? Are we going to be going across the world in these? Like you said, around the world. Privacy issues. So true. All right, what's our next question here? Electricity. Are we going to see improvements on electricity in our world anytime soon? Is electricity going to become free? Is it going to become manageable? Are we going to get anything that gives us lower bills in our electricity? Spirit, what can you tell us about the world of electricity? Multiple parties are involved and are currently looking at that situation. 3 of Cups. And it is third party again, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this would represent electricity to me. The Knight of Swords, quick moving, the quick, fast moving. New Ace of Pentacles, and this is in the past position, they already have a new electric source or a new way of doing electricity, but right now we do not see it and we are grieving. So are these partnerships good or evil, right? Slow movement, ground-based electricity? Ley lines? No, there's no way. I just saw this energy. I just saw the electricity being in the ground. It's going to be a slow switch over. It's a white hat plan, a futuristic plan. Hey, Maggie. Hey. Thanks for being here. We're talking about electricity. Okay, what's coming in? There is a futuristic plan for electricity. Something about it being more ground-based, but it's a slow process. We also have an internet-based electricity, whatever that means. It is a more balanced source of electricity coming in from high-grade technology, but they're earth-based. So it's like grounded technology. It's like space technology connected to the ground, and it runs through the ground. Wow, that's very interesting. Very interesting. So instead of going through wires or going to go through the air, it goes through the ground. It's a little bit more balanced for humanity in the earth. This is very strange, very interesting. It's a victory, and it's an independent source, and it is connected to the earth. Okay, so any kind of changes we're going to face in our electricity, watch to see it go more toward a ground-based, connecting to ley lines, connecting to the earth, connecting to magnetic fields, connecting to wires in the ground, something like that. Electricity and power sources being independent from how we once knew it. And I want to remind you all, they already have it. Already brand new Ace of Pentacles. They already have it in certain geographical locations. All right, now let's look at nuclear energy. Is nuclear energy in the future for humanity? Are we going to be seeing nuclear energy in any way possible? Now, I've talked to nuclear engineers, and they actually say it's quite safe. But then, of course, there is the scare of Chernobyl and all that kind of nuclear reactor explosions. So let's just see if nuclear energy is a future for humanity, and if so, what is it going to look like? Where are we going to see it in the most? Thank you. Okay. So there are certain groups of people that already have nuclear energy. This could be the military. This could be like the ships, the submarines, the international waters. I'm seeing nations across the seas might have nuclear energy, much more than the USA. I'm not sure why I'm seeing that, but there are pockets of nuclear energy already in line on the earth. We have energy here. It seems and it appears as if it's going to be the new reality of our world. It's moving up fast. But I have to be honest with you, we have the Eight of Swords for its reality and the Ten of Swords an ending. This is a block and an ending. It's going to start looking like nuclear energy is going to move up fast, but it's not. It's going to be ended. It's going to be stopped. There is a new kind of technology coming in that is not nuclear. It is a lot more etheric and physics related. That's going to take over the nuclear energy. And this is the age of Aquarius. It uses silver. It uses the metallic industry. It might be the hydrogen or the magnetic stuff. The magnetic, that industry is going to take over the nuclear power. And they're just waiting for the patents and the plants. Right now, the nuclear power takes a lot of energy, and it's not going to be practical on a business level. It's going to be ended. What doesn't take energy is something related to physics, hydrogen, magnetics, some simple force that's going to be tapped into that is not expensive. The nuclear power is too much energy. And I'm getting that it takes too much energy in a toxic way from the world around us, and that we're going to go into a more holistic, energetic approach. Okay? Plasma, grounded energy, question mark, orgone. Yeah, there's something out there that is much more etheric than just, and they say, nuclear power plants need so much water. Like they need to be put on basically near the ocean because they need so much water to cool them, so much heat. So the elements are really taxed. The fire elementals, the water elementals, it's just not conducive to where we're going if we get these other technologies in that are a lot more quantum physics, a lot more etheric. I think the orgone would be a good thing. Cold fusion is nuclear, right? But savor, though not embraced. Okay, so it probably saves more. So there's some shift to the nuclear reactors that we know of today. It's some sort of shift out of it, and it's a lot more holistic and etheric. I really get the word etheric a lot. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. Any other patents coming to the world that we would love to know about? It's going to make life easier. It's going to reduce cost. It's going to destroy some of the oligarch and the the big tech or the big oil or the big international industries that are controlling the world. Is there any other patent or invention coming to humanity that's going to greatly evolve us or transform our life? Thank you so much. We have the Devil card, and then the Eight of Cups moving away. The Devil is moving away, and if you see it from my perspective, I have it like this. So the Devil and then moving away. Toxic industries. controlled industries, negative industries. Okay, there's a lot of patents out there that would destroy toxic corporations. A lot of patents are out there. We are going through a tremendous timeline shift that is going to take out control from the big industry controllers. It's going to shift the world, and it is divine and it cannot be stopped. So in this reading, I'm not seeing anything specific. What Spirit is letting us know is there's a lot of patents out there, a lot. And right now I am seeing water running a vehicle. I just see that. So that's one thing that I see. A lot. I'm seeing something something related to food preservation that is a lot more non-toxic than what we have. Let's see what else I see. I'm seeing a new type of can opener. That would be nice. A new type of can opener, maybe even a new type of can, some sort of food storage stuff that's better for humanity. This could even be doing away with the microplastic in the plastic industry. What else? There's a lot of patents here. I'm seeing 4,000. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm sure there's a lot more, but a lot of patents are coming in, just like household new gadgets. I ask myself every time I open a cereal box, why do we not have the Ziploc cereal? Let me tell you why we don't have Ziploc cereal. Devil card. Why? Because if your cereal stayed long forever, you wouldn't buy cereal. If it goes out, you have to throw it. If it gets old, you have to throw it away and buy a new box. Of course, they're not going to do Ziploc cereal. And of course, I'm not going to get a bag big enough to put my cereal in. That kind of toxic, negative, I'm going to do this so that I can make more money off of you. I'm not going to make something more healthy. I'm not going to make something more well preserved. I'm going to make sure that I get the best bang for my buck. I want to make money off of you, the consumer. That energy. Oh, the divine is calling it to the stand. It has to defend itself. Judgment Day is here. New policies are going to change, and new upgrades are going to be required in many industries. And because the industries are going to have to be upgraded, the food industry, the technology industry, policies are coming in, and that's going to change what these companies really want. They're going to want something that benefits them. And so they're going to start going to some of these new inventions that make it easier for them and for the consumer. Because I do feel that the consumer is going to be more protected in this coming age of Aquarius than we have ever been protected in possibly our entire existence of the world, in the dark ages at least. We're going to have policies and laws come in and start fighting for the consumer. And this is divine. It is a timeline shift. It is something humanity is demanding, and the universe has heard. So good news. Expect a lot of changes. Expect a lot of changes. Stay tuned at the end because I have some raw chicken up here, and then I have a NORWEX cleaning cloth where you can, got one more question, but where you can get rid of 80 chemicals that can be eliminated from your home. 26 paper towels can be saved per year. Improve your health and your finances by switching to NORWEX fiber with self-cleaning silver agents. I will share that here at the end. But I want to do 2 more questions actually. How can we manifest and attract new earth safe technology? What do we need to do and be to make sure we hop onto this timeline of these new, cleaner inventions? Food replicator. Listen. I have watched those sci-fi. I have believed that they do exist. And I did see that earlier here when I said in the food industry. I saw like a box in food. I should have said something, but I would not be surprised. Part of my mind says there's no way you can replicate food and it be healthy for you. My mind does not think that way. It has to be natural. But there is something there that my inner higher self says this is what future humanity lives on, and they're very healthy. Anyway, so I have a dichotomy with that, and I would love to have food replication if it was proven to be true. Kennedy, absolutely. New policies are being demanded by the public. Our current Secretary Kennedy in the U.S. is demanding policies to change, and that big pharma oligarchy and big pharma control system. What can we do, Spirit, to bring in the timeline of safer, better technology? Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the futuristic humanity coming in. They already have a plan. When I say futuristic, some of you know them as white hats. Some of you know them as the good guys. Some of you know them as the true Rosicrucians of today, right? The true soldiers of today, the true spiritual warriors who are actually leading the way or trying to lead the way. Okay. What can we do today? There is a lot of grief and sadness in the world right now. Spirit's saying that's what we see. We see a lot of things wrong. There are current partnerships being made right now. So make partnerships and read the label. That's interesting. There's a lot, but read I don't know. I don't even understand why I see that with these cards. But I'm seeing like the barcode, and then I'm seeing the label. Read the label. Read. Don't just trust a company because it feels like it's right. Read up. Research. Okay. And then we have the card of 8 of Swords, the block card. Cut things out of your life if you can. Cut. Once you start seeing of things in your life that are not good for you, just stop doing it and replace it with something else. Once you notice and you're revealed that something's not good for you, take it out of your life. That is the best way to get onto the timeline of the new earth. It's like, okay, let's say I was putting in those little Kool-Aid. Okay, let's say I was putting Kool-Aid in my water and I was drinking Kool-Aid. Then suddenly I find out, red 40 is not good for me. I'm not going to do Kool-Aid. I'm going to do something else. And I do like a Propel water or something. And then I might find, and I'm not saying Propel water, Gatorade. Let's say I'm not doing Kool-Aid. I'm going to do Gatorade, or I'm going to do dye-free something. And then you find out, the other stuff they're putting in this dye-free, that's not good either. So how about I go to this? So then you can go to Liquid IV. You could do something else, right? And then you could say, you know what? How about I do lemon and lime? And how about I put something natural in? That process of learning and cutting, saying, nope, this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but just simply making a decision to do something better than what you were doing when you find out that it's not good for you, that puts you on the timeline of the new earth. Because that is what the universe hears when we say we don't want toxic chemicals, we don't want to put toxic things in the universe hears. And when humanity as a collective says, no, thank you, I want something just a little bit better. And you might meet somebody who just drinks water, but that's okay. That's their step. If you're just on that little step where it's like, nope, that's not good, I'm going to go here. Just that one step is getting you onto the higher timeline. Now, for all of you entrepreneurs, business people, investors that want to see what to invest in, want to see what kind of businesses to start, what does the universe want to say to any person on here if they're thinking about exploring what is going to expand and be profitable in this coming new world? Okay, the High Priestess and anything futuristic. The High Priestess card, magnetics is coming in. This card has come up a lot. Anything having to do with advanced technology, secret advanced technology. I'm seeing silver, but I'm seeing magnetics too. Something about magnets. Interesting. I don't know if there's even a magnet industry. Energy and energy saving devices, energy saving. I think that there's going to come a big craze in the future of anything that says it saves energy and it costs less, it uses less energy. That's going to be very productive. King of Cups, water purification plants, ocean water industries that are in the ocean. Industries that are in the ocean. And I am getting oil industries in the ocean is going to be more profitable than oil industries on the land. I'm seeing any company that's in the ocean. That's strange. Take it as it resonates. Justice. Make sure that it is not in any legal fights, able to be sued or being investigated. Because if it is currently being investigated, stay away from it. New Earth. Launch out into brand new opportunities. I'm seeing land is going to be profitable here in the future. I am seeing geographical locations. I am seeing, I don't know why I'm seeing ley lines. I'm seeing certain geographical locations around ley lines are going to be very profitable. So if you buy property near a ley line, you might be able to sell it one day for a good price. It is 117 on my clock. I thought I saw 111, but it's 117. Something about buying land for cheap near ley lines now is going to go for a good price because they're going to be buying up land near ley lines. But I'm also just getting launch out into brand new ideas, energy, inspiration. Follow your inspiration. Follow what brings you passion. Follow what energizes you. Energy is going to be the new staple of the world. And when I say energy, I mean your personal energy. What energizes you is going to attract money to you. What has energy and energy saving devices, like it qualifies energy, or it values energy in a holistic way. Anything having to do with energy and holistic energy. Not cheap, but well spent, valued energy. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Something about it saves energy, but it's quality energy. Investing in quality energy and investing in your own energetic passions. That is what's going to take you forward. All right. Maggie says a replicator is not natural. No, it is not, unless it is quantum physics. Because what happens is the quantum physics takes the energy of food and then replicates it. And so it has to be the same energy. It's very futuristic. It is so futuristic. My mind is like, that doesn't even make sense. But I think 500 years from now, I don't know. It's something about quantum physics and taking the energy of an apple and putting that same organic energy into a point of time, into a point of contact or another space. It has to do with timeline. Yeah. Anyway, we will not go into replicators. Follow me now as I go throughout my beautiful tiny house. I have here my kitchen tabletop, all right? And I am here at my kitchen. I have my Enviro cloth here, all right? The Enviro cloth would, if I unraveled this, it would stretch out from Canada down to the Gulf of Mexico. That's how much it is. That's how tightly it is wound. It is a microfiber and it is put into a star shaped. The microfiber right now, the e-cloth on Amazon, is a point, okay? This was the only one created by this Norwegian company, and it is a star shaped. It also has silver interlaced in its thread and fiber, which self-cleans it. So how you use this is you just make it damp or wet. It can be at your level of wetness. And you fold it up, because what happens is it grabs as you rub it, it grabs the bacteria, the germs, everything, all right? And then it holds it there. And then what you do is you take it and you put it under hot water, and you put it under hot water, and I'll show you the process. You squeeze it out and you hang it to dry. That is how you use an e-cloth. Now, I want to show you what it really does. Let me get my raw chicken. Okay, I got some raw chicken because I'm going to be doing this demo multiple times. And I will be doing it here with this raw chicken. And I'm going to be taking the raw chicken and putting it on my stovetop. I have here this Pro Clean Hygiena. This is what they use by the food and health industries. And if it's green, it is safe. If it is gray, not too safe. If it is pink, definitely not safe. And if it's purple, it is toxic. It is bad for you. Okay, it'll make you sick. All right. So I've actually never used these. So you're going to see me use them for the first time. We're going to put chicken and test it. And then we're going to wipe it and test it with the second one. All right. So let's go. All right. So here's my countertop. All right. Here's my test strips, and this is my chicken. So we're just going to take the chicken and we're going to smear it here on my, okay? Can you see it making? All right, I want you to see that it's actually there on the stove top. All right, and I'm just smearing it on there as if I was cooking a chicken casserole. All right, okay, so I'm going to take it here, put it back in, and put it in my sink. So I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm just going to put that right into the chicken. Okay, let's just gather as much as we can. All right, that should be good. All right, then I put it back into here, and then I squeeze this top. I think that's how it works. I saw her squeeze it in, but I guess I should read the instructions, right? But she didn't give me instructions, so let me see. Bear with me. I guess I should have pulled them up online. You're supposed to just squeeze it into the bottom. Maybe I need to just squeeze it on tight. Okay. Well, I apologize, y'all. I might have to do this next week. I was really looking forward to this, and I probably should have tested it beforehand. She just literally put it in and squeezed it. So here, let me show you this. Okay, let's see. There's no instructions. Pro Clean. Is there any way that I can? Hang on, let me Google it. How to use Pro Clean test strips. Oh, test tube. Okay, good old Google. It seems to be a misunderstanding. It's a protein residue test. Okay, maybe I didn't say. It's a device, not a test tube. Ensure the swab tip is pre-moistened, which it was. Allow the device to equilibrate. Okay, twist the tab out of the tube, then thoroughly swab. Okay, swab it. Place the swab back in the tube. Activate the device by breaking the snap valve with your thumb and forefinger, then squeezing the tube. Oh, there we go. Can you see that? And then squeezing the bulb twice to expel the liquid down the shaft. Okay, there we go. Down the shaft. All right. So let me try this again. This is, you guys are getting me with the, so it should say, right, with this chicken, it should say that it's a bad liquid here. But it's coming up green, so it's obviously a poor test tube, right? Oh no, there we go. Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, there we go. And then it says, wait, bathe the tip in liquid and shake for 10 seconds. There we go. That's what I was missing. All right. All right. I still don't think it's working right. A green color says pass. A gray indicates caution. It's a small residue, and the purple indicates a fail. All right, so I don't think I had enough chicken. So let me, well, actually, no. If you can see it, look at that. It's purple. Can you see it there? Okay. All right, so you can see it there that it is purple. It's kind of like a purple, but I did not have as much chicken as I wanted to, but I also, okay, so it's like a pink or a purple. It says wait 10 minutes, but there's the purple. Okay, so what you do now is you take the Enviro cloth, just like this, and I'm going to show it to you here with the chicken, and I am going to just wipe it like this. Wipe it, wipe it, wipe it, wipe it, okay? And if you could see it, it does look quite clean, but I am not satisfied, so I've never done this test myself. All right, so let's take this next one, all right, clean. And let me just really see if I can get some test strip. Like, give me some. Like, if I was to lick this, if my cat was going to walk on this, right? I want to really get the nitty-gritty here. You guys are helping me experience this for all of my other testing, my other demos. Okay, then you break it. Okay, and you squeeze. Oh, look. Okay. Okay, shake, 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 shake. Got to put more of the liquid in there. Give me a good reading. And it's green. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. It's green, and we're going to keep it here just to make sure, because I want to make sure that it stays green, right? Okay, so then this is your chicken cloth, right? You just cleaned up your chicken, and you just literally wiped it like this flat, because it grabs when it's flat. Now, several things you can do, okay? You could fold it in half and keep cleaning on the other side. Or, according to the demo that I saw by this 10-year veteran who sells, I went personally with her on a training call, and I trained with her, and this is what she did. She literally rubbed it on herself. She says because it's a NORWEX, it's a NORWEX star-shaped cleaning cloth, it collects it. And she literally does this all the time with her toilet seat and the NORWEX cloth. However, I do not do that. I would probably go rinse it right now, but you can take it and fold it and use the other side, right? And keep cleaning. But you go under and you take hot water. So now it's stuck, right? It's collected the fiber. And anytime you use it, it will not release the bacteria. It collects it. Put it under hot water. Very, very, very hot water. And it's not hot right now, so I'd have to let it run. But you put it under hot water. You rub it together. You squeeze it, you run it more. It releases, the star shape releases the bacteria. So I'm going to put it in there because now it's being released. So I need to properly clean it. The hot water releases the bacteria and you flush it out. You then squeeze it out and hang it up, and the silver continues to clean it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my NORWEX cleaning cloth. I have here right here a hand towel cloth that you can use with your hands. I have a dish towel where you can dry dishes that also have the NORWEX cleaning products in. And I recently got the dishcloth as well. So it grabs the bacteria off, and then when you put it in the hot water, it releases it. My favorite though are these little hand towels. They're little paper towel substitutes. The paper towel substitute will collect the bacteria. All right, you can rinse it under hot water, squeeze it, hang it up to dry. Collects, hang it up to dry. And as a result, I do feel I will be doing away with my paper towels soon as well. Now, if you are going to use Clorox wipes, I want you to understand that it says right here that they are hazardous to humans and domestic animals. So don't use them around your animals. They say wash your hands with soap and water after handling. So they are considered toxic right here under the cautionary thing. But if I was going to disinfect and deodorize my chicken, I would have to, according to the instructions, wipe the surface, use enough wipes for treated surface to remain visibly wet for 4 minutes. It's right there. 4 minutes. Take a screenshot. 4 minutes. Let surface dry. Then if you do use in surfaces that come in contact with food, like my countertop, use a potable water rinse. It's required. A potable water rinse is required. So do not use this around food or animals because it is toxic. So I wanted to leave that with you all. If you would like to go ahead and buy a NORWEX kit, this is the one I recommend. It has a dust mitt, the window cloth, this Enviro cloth, and the paste, and it comes with your choice of a laundry detergent. And your laundry detergent is non-toxic as well. Do not wash these with cotton. I would recommend hand washing them or putting them in their own load. Do not wash them with cotton, fabric softeners, or dry them with laundry sheets. You want a very organic cleaning process for them. And that's just because they have the ability to collect. You do not want them trapping in nasty chemicals or pulling in the cotton industry. The cotton just would cling to it like a fabric lint. And so, yeah, I have some instructions here. Go ahead and take a screenshot if you would like how to use them. The dust mitt and the window cloth you use dry. The Enviro cloth you use damp. To clean windows, you use the wet Enviro cloth first, then polish with the window cloth. That's the purple one in the middle. And then once a week or bi-monthly, you wash in a separate load or by hand using a NORWEX detergent, and then dry separately in the dryer or in the air dry. And that is you cleaning without chemicals. And as you saw, it really does work. So Margaret says, I can't believe you did it. I know, I was so nervous all week because these are very expensive. Okay, so this right here, ladies and gentlemen, these right here were so expensive, so I didn't want to test them out. They're but here we have the purple and the green. All right, so just to confirm, one did go really purple and one stayed green. So this is the green one. Yeah. The lavender laundry detergent smells awesome. Thank you. Okay, perfect. I'm glad to know that because some are unscented and some are more flavor scented. So that sounds good. But yes, I just wanted to share that with you all. If any of you are interested, go ahead and check me out on my website, or you can go to norwex.com/violetflame. I will put that up on the screen for anyone watching the replay, and I am so grateful that you all bared with me and got to see the beautiful first demo. And if you're in the Northern Virginia area, I would love to do a demo for you in your home, and you can get some free products as well from that. If you are interested in my mentorship program, Manifest Your Destiny, it's a 9 to 12 week program with my clairvoyance sessions and a website online course. I would love to work with you. And next week, we're going to be doing on a book one of you got for my birthday. It's called The Adventures of the Soul, and he talks about the three heavens, the astral heaven, the etheric heaven, and the celestial heaven, and what beings are in each heaven and how to see them. The ancestor realm, the the realm of the higher ancestor realm, and then the realm of the celestial. Like there's the ascended master realm, and then like the galactic and angelic realm. So stay tuned for next week for that. Thank you for being here with me, everyone. If you want to message me about any of my products, go ahead and find me or email me, ruth.violetflame@gmail.com. I would love to answer your questions and connect with you. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading, Wednesday, 8 p.m. for the Global Shift Forecast. Bye.